drive starts with a completion left side. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Raiders at 1-9 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's the...
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So 2 sacks for the rookie. Definitely making an impact here in year 1.
And in a ton of different ways, because rushing the passer, that was supposed to be a skill that he was developing. Looks to me like he's figured it out already.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
First down, here's Mitchell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
7-yard line. 1st and goal, San Francisco.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They're on 17-yard line.
offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Las Vegas, first down. First and 10.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll set up a throw. There's a nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have a Raiders 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
7-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he stopped immediately there.
Channing Tindall is there for the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. Down inside the 10. Touchdown!
Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boy, they're down only 1 score, onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Let's go now.
He'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw here.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And the Niners are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Leonard Fournette, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60.
Looking to throw. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
70 Ranger.
They'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. First down, here's White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, check that.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They're going to look to throw.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have.
And it's a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Cut 19! 7 Pirates!
Back to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So 4 sacks in the game. Charles, I don't know. Should we think about maybe bypassing Rookie of the Year and just jump straight to Defensive Player of the Year for him?
Oh, I like the whimsical tone in your voice on that one, because what we're seeing right now, Rookie shouldn't be able to do what he's doing, but he's getting it done. A little precocious, this young man.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, twisting away. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Niners' 29-yard line.
Warriors 70. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
18 Rattler.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the gut, Fournette. Nate Hobbs there to bring him down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. Room here to run. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Raiders will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to? We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there.
Ready up.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Here we go.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, you know, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best, I'm the best.